was shaking it like it was broken. Like she was like something was loose in it. Like something was loose in it. Like, how you shake them? She was like, she was like, something fucking bad. I'm sorry. Listen, I can't dance. I can't dance. So she's doing. She's braver than I am. Alright, so this is Lingorm. Wait, Lingorm confirmed themselves they are not breaking up. Orm just confessed. Child, I don't even be knowing what the rest of the title. It don't even matter. Jam XJ. Let's get into it. Child, now this fan con. We gotta talk about this fan con. This fan con that Ling and Orm did. Now I don't know if they did this just because it was Thailand and they just wanted you. I know y'all know what moment I'm talking about. There were so many standout moments, but it's definitely the moment that stood out and stands out to me, and I have it from all different kinds of angles. Was definitely the "you have no right" pose, and then Ling Ling was like, and it's so funny that Ling Ling called it out because I've been thinking it. I've been saying it. I think I said it to OG a couple of times, or whoever, or y'all a couple of times since I've been on here. I was like, y'all notice that Orm don't do the like "you have no right" pose no more. Like, because I think she did it maybe like a month or so ago, or I can't remember exactly when she did it, but she randomly did it like once, like recently, not recently, but like recently. And it was just like I realized that's when I realized I was like, she don't do that no more. But and she didn't even really do it at that point. She more or less looked like she was just like kind of sniffing Ling, but it's hard to tell with her because she's always she's always sniffing Ling. But anyway, when she said that, when she did the "you have no right" pose, and Ling was like, "Yeah, you ain't did that in a long time." She was like, "Huh?" She was like, she said, "Cause I have the rights." She was like, "Cause I have rights to you now," or something like that. And I'm just like, granted, it's fan con. So I always have to take it with a grain of salt when they do it on stage at any kind of fan meet or fan con, because obviously the fan service is going to be cranked up like 10-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, because that's the point. They're there to, service the fans with fan con. So I'm sitting there like, bitch. Everybody, I know people was on bro, you don't even know how many times I got tagged on Twitter. And I saw it, but when my ankle was bothering me, I didn't feel like being on Twitter. I was like, all this good shit was happening on Twitter, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, Nikki, where the fuck are you at?" Bitch, laid up with my ankle hurting, sore, and trying to, THC the pain away. But anyway, I a big part of me goes, obviously, fan service. Maybe they even planned it. Maybe they even rehearsed it. But then I'm like, no, because it's Ling Ling. Because it's Ling. And see, the thing about Ling is that when they get on stage and they're like in the moment, Ling kind of reminds me of myself when I used to do stage performances. Some people just have like a natural aura and they get on stage, and I mean every single thing they do commands the audience's attention, and they just know how to move, when to point, how to pull you in, how to, you know what I'm saying, just like they just know how to interact with the audience. And then you have people who like, they just trying not to fuck up a certain part of it, and so all their energy goes into not fucking up that part of it because they're not necessarily a person who has natural stage presence or aura. And so they tend to like do a lot of more random shit on stage because they really only focus on the part that is choreographed and that is scripted. And so like once they run out of that source material or the scripted and the choreographed, they're liable to say and do anything. You get where I'm going with this? Like, that has got to be the scariest part of them doing fan meetings and fan cons with Ling and Orm. And, you know, at first I thought, well, maybe when they go to China, maybe they separated because that's what the Chinese want, because this, that, and the third. And I know we could say that, yeah, we could put it on the politics and stuff like that. But I think it's more or less because when when Ling is by herself, they can get more out of her. You can get more out of her. When Shorty said, I have rights now, I was just like, and it's funny because we all noticed that Orm wasn't doing the pose anymore. And let me test the JKRs real quick. When do y'all suspect Orm stopped doing that pose like consistently? I'm gonna let y'all speak, and and if somebody says what I'm thinking, then or from what I observe from my timeline, then I'll say okay. JKRs, when do you notice that she consistently stopped? When did you notice that she consistently stopped doing the? You have no, Trish. Are y'all related, Trish and Stephanie? You say around the end of 2024. For me, since May in their B days. Now I'm talking about consistently now. I'm talking about, because she used to do it all the time. Around December-ish. Let me ask y'all. When was that event when Orm was dancing and she had a striped little tank top on and Ling came over and covered her up with the sweatshirt? And Orm looked at her and she said, why you covering me up like that? She said, why you so possessive? You acting like she's like, you my girlfriend or something like that? And she like leaned on her. That was January. The begin. I feel like was that the beginning of this year? Was that the beginning of this year that event happened? When was that, y'all? When was that? That was last year? What time? When last year? Jesus, that was September. I don't know why. Oh, okay. I don't know why. I thought that was more recent. Okay. Never mind. Don't pay no attention to that one then. It's just interesting. The reason why I chose that one was because that seemed like the first time that I noticed that when Orm did it. I don't know. Here, let me just show y'all, like, before we get into this video. Like, so we all remember this moment. Anh yêu yêu một một. Now watch the way that Orm says it to her this time. Normally when she does it, she normally doesn't even say anything. Like when she used to do the "you have no right," she used to like just like lean into her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and do it, like forehead touch her. But there was such a different vibe with this one. It was excuse me, it was sensual, I think is the word I'm looking for. Watch. Watch. Right? Like you saw it, right? Right? Like you saw it, right? It was the way that Orm did a real quick triangle method too on her. Like, did you see it? Orm looked from her eyes to her lips. Watch Orm real quick before she even said it. Hold on. I don't know. That whole there was like that whole version, I guess you want to say, of them doing the whole "you have no right." Like that to me was like, it felt different. It felt very, very different. That's why I thought it was more this year than last year. But that was September last year. Man, they've been fucking. Okay. That was September last year. Okay. Okay, anyway, let's watch the video, bro. I just I got no words. I got no words. All right. So let's start this over. Lingorm confirmed themselves they are not breaking up, and then whatever the rest of Jam XJ's title says, let's get straight to the video. Lingorm solo performance at FanCon. They ate, bro. This was such a major production. I'm proud of them. Now we know why they didn't spend no money on Only You. We know where all the Only You money went, bro. I'm sorry. We know. All the Only You money went into the production of this, bro. Because how was this FanCon better than the last half of the last half of the season? This were all the Only You money. Oh no. Oh. She was shaking it like it was broken. Like she was like something was loose in it. Like something was loose in it. Like, now you shake them. She was like, something fucking bad. I'm sorry. Listen, I can't dance. So she's doing, she's braver than I am. She's brave because I can't dance. Period. Oh, she's so Blackpink coded. Yes, her little man. Why she's in there look like cotton candy. The outfit. Leave Link alone, Nikki. Listen. I say that out of respect. Can y'all hear it? It seems low, right? Can y'all hear it? Okay. Them little creatures on her waist. They all had moles on their face, bro. That's gay, right? Like it was like so many unnecessary details. Like I understand that this is I know that's right, baby. That's how I dance when I be in the shower by myself. I be having that motherfucker Wait, Shorty was throwing her shoulders. Bro, I'm talking about this Shorty next to Orm. That's how I dance when I be in the shower by myself. I be in that motherfucker getting it. Oh, you better get it. Oh, you better get it, bro. Shorty is getting it. That's like nobody's watching. Did she just do magic? What the fuck? mandibles kicking in. I thought Ling pulled that joint out of her palm. I thought she said, they had magic. I should have went. They had magic. Damn. She did magic. I should have went. Why they got dish towels? Why they got dish towels? You better sing it. Okay now, period. Ling dance like me, bruh. I'm sorry. This joint got me cracking up. Oh my god. I should have went. Bro, what they got going on with these dish towels, bro? They make their girl dance on the side. Cleo, they do. She's doing so well though, poor baby. She's doing, bro. Lena tell you she hates dancing, and they make her dance all the time. I was like, bro, them checks better be fat, bro. Cause she's definitely better than me. I cannot dance, and I'm not doing it, bro. I can't dance, and I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. They probably pay her double. They would have to. They would have to pay me double, cause ain't no way. Just glimpses, I mean. They had McCoy doing that shit too. She gonna do whatever, bro. Just be out here. Just let JJ do this, right? We be going home like, I gotta fool myself again. If y'all didn't hear what I said, good. If you didn't hear what I said, good. If you heard what I said, shut up. Don't repeat it. I know shorty people ain't, bro. This joint, bro. Ling probably be up in that joint, like, bro. Shorty better have that. Hell no. Like this out, and bro, you can't do all this shit for somebody, and then you, right? He be like, bro, this joint's kind of lame, dog. Now I feel like a simp. See, leave her alone. No, do it again. They need a comedy project. At this point, they should do something. Please don't make Orm cry. Listen, that's all I ask. That is all I ask of the next project. Can you please give this girl's tear ducts a rest? I don't care if you make her a badass so she don't cry, or if you make it a comedy project so she don't cry. Whatever you gotta do. I'm pretty certain she gonna cry at least once or twice. But bro, Shorty's crying like 3, 4, 5 times an episode. Alright? But we definitely could use the rom-com joint. Let's finish this up. Arm was like, what we... Oh. You see the way you see how quickly her face changed? Bro, that's enough. Bro, they held hands throughout this entire damn thing. Honestly, they've been holding hands for like the last 3 days straight. For real, for real. They basically been holding hands since like Chiang Mai. Oh, that was interesting. I saw the haters and the antis, because somebody else was in Chiang Mai at the same time. Do y'all know how small Thailand is? It's not like the United States or like, you know, I don't know how big some of your countries are, but like Thailand, like you can get to like damn near everywhere in Thailand by like an hour flight. Like seriously. Like Thailand is not big at all. And you know, the chances of you going to a city or a province that another celebrity is in that you know or are rumored to know is always going to be highly likely, because they only go to certain places. they don't go to like all 77 provinces. They don't. There are certain cities that they, just like in, you know, when people come to the US, people ain't going to fucking Des Moines and shit. I mean, you know, they go to Chicago, New York, Miami, LA, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, like these are places that people go, right? But nobody's fucking coming to like, you know, fucking bumblefuck Virginia. Like nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. So, like I said, I saw rumors. Everybody was like, "Oh my god!" First of all, he out there filming his project. Relax. Okay, she was out there doing what was that, fan meet? I think they were doing a fan meet or something like that. Lingorm, but y'all, please, y'all got to leave. Y'all know I love to speculate. Y'all know that's my thing. That's my jam, right? But I'm gonna release this reaction publicly. I'm releasing these reactions publicly. But I'm gonna say this because the public needs to hear this too. It's cool to ship these women. It's cool to speculate, fantasize, wonder if they are or they aren't, you know, the could be's, the should be's. But at the end of the day, none of us know what these women got going on personally. And the moment your shipping or your speculations start to become creepy and reality negating, meaning that they don't align with what you're seeing with your own two eyes, it's time to take a step back. Now, that also goes for trolling, because I don't think that trolls realize that they are shippers too. They are just sunken shippers. They want the ship to not succeed, so they put the same amount of energy in proving that it isn't real as delusional shippers put into it being real. You feel me? So everybody needs to take a step back, get a life, bust a nut, eat a snack, and then revisit. All right? All right, cool. I like blondes. I like blondes. I kind of like blondes, girl. Listen. I mean, their outfits, the production. I didn't really hear a whole lot of the songs because, you know, copyright and shit like that. But like everything that I saw, it looked like it was amazing. They both looked amazing. They seemed like they both performed very well. Just going to kiss. Y'all done did it already. I guess y'all ain't have a hat to put up. You could have put your hand up there. We wouldn't have said nothing. Didn't Orm say she wanted to go back to being a blonde? She did. So now Orm secretly kissed Ling while watching the VTR. So it wasn't a secret. They were on the stage in front of their fans. It's not a secret. Doesn't take away from this moment. But she knew she was doing, and she knew she was doing it in front of hundreds of people. What I like about this moment, and to me what stands out about this moment, was how regular it seemed. Y'all know I love me a good body language analysis. And that little quick peck on the cheek wasn't timid, wasn't teasing, it wasn't testing. It was certain. It seemed habitual, well practiced, consistent. Something she does on a regular basis. You see what I'm saying? So, don't have to make this into more than what it was. It was just a kiss on the cheek, but it's the way she kissed her on the cheek. It's an affectionate gesture that she does all the time. And we see them all the time. Orm has to fight the demons on her shoulders because she don't have an angel. She's a Gemini. There's a demon on both shoulders. And she has to fight them to keep her hands to herself. It doesn't work very often, but, you know, certain things she just tries to, like, not be too obvious about. But, I mean, that looked like the exact same kiss she gave her when she got the award. Remember when Ling went up for the award? And Orm was real quick, slid that joint in there real quick. Yeah. Same energy. Same energy. They are so cute. She does her best, doesn't she, though? Supposedly going to tease Orm, but when she realized Orm just confessed her love, she blushed and ran around the stage. Now, what's funny is when Ling gets nervous, that's her thing. Like, that's literally what she does. Like, she jumps up. When she gets shy, she jumps up and she runs around. Remember when she did the draw fame joint, like drawing your girlfriend? And she did they was playing Pictionary on that interview, and she did like this. And then she pointed at Orm like that for fame, for girlfriend. And then she realized what she did and snatched her hand back and jumped up and ran around. That's what she does. It's like she can't control it. When she gets shy, that's what she does. She jumps up and she runs around. She literally does, right? So, whenever she does that, it's a clear indication that she's having an actual shy moment, right? She gets the zoomies. She gets the zoomies. Orm is literally Ling's baby. Listen. Ling just be like, Ling just happy to be there, look. Ling just happy to be there. Ling just happy to be there, bro. Also, Ling knowing people be editing the marriage certificate. Yeah, that shit, bro. Listen, don't worry, there's more Lingorm. That was just we just getting started.